Starting the recording.
Welcome back, everybody, to World 1-1 Podcast. As always, I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. With me, as always, is my lovable, adorable chocolate ball of fun, Eddie V.
Hello, everybody.
And back again is Corey, NHD, Hudson Derrick. What up, what up?
Hey, guys. I'm here, sort of, I think.
Yay.
My body is physically here.
Corey is mentally on the brink of death.
That might be the preferred state right now. I'm here. I'm here, though. Woo!
You look good tonight, though. You do. I mean, you look exhausted, but you look good.
Thanks. I showered.
I don't know. The shirt's working for you, man. It's like hugging the biceps, man. You're looking like exceptionally ripped.
Oh, well, thanks. It's the light is terrible in here.
Right.
It's dark. I'm fat. I assure you.
You have extra muscle, untrained muscle, like I like to call
No,
it.
this is the shirt I used to wear okay, so like 10 years ago I lost a ton of weight, and this was the first shirt I bought when I lost a ton of weight. And then as I gained the weight back, the shirt kind of stretched with me. So that's the quick version of that story.
The adaptive clothing.
So, yeah, there's holes in everything. It's great.
Yeah. That's kind of how some Hanes shirts are. Like, depending if you get big or something, it kind of stretches out with this cotton. I kind of like the Hanes t-shirts.
Yeah, this one's an American Eagle one from their website. It's a large, tall.
Yeah, they don't make anything in my size, so I don't know.
I have to get everything online because, like, especially pants. When you buy pants, everybody's either short and fat or tall and skinny, and I'm not either of those things. So,
see, my problem is that when I'm buying pants, they're always like fat and tall. I can't find like fat and regular height.
Well,
I actually just bought some that I had to get shortened because they're the right
if you
weight
find
size,
some fat and tall
long.
pants, send them my way.
Well, why you guys are not getting?
Dude, I just bought a pair that were like 38, 34s.
Why you guys are not getting
like shortened up to 29s?
Why you not getting relaxed or loose? Like,
boot cut is what I prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Edward, I live in the Midwest.
Boot cut
Extra
does not
boot
do you.
cut.
Yeah, boot cut doesn't do you. When you're a bigger person, boot cut is not because it's too tight. You actually need something loose for your legs. I used to work in retail, and I used to dress man for
Edward. You've never seen me from the waist down.
Yes, I have. I seen you in your gym pants, but I seen Larry in jeans. and the thing about it is that when you're a bigger person, you need loose or you need relaxed, because if you do boot cut, if you bend down or if you bend over or something, you're stretching out the material that's not supposed to be stretched, and it's gonna put a hole in your pants. At least with boot cut. At least with loose or relaxed, you have room. So when you bend over and you're moving and stuff, it won't mess up your it won't break or rip.
Welcome everybody to the World 1-1 Podcast Fashion Corner.
It's World 1-1 Pants Cast.
Yes. Oh, brand new spinoff.
Oh, and Ed, when you're as big as I am, you don't bend over. You just sit down and reach or point and ask someone to get it for you.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some people who did that and they still ripped their pants.
Oh man, you can tell it's 11 o'clock at night.
Love that. Love that. Corey, the hell have
Yeah.
you been playing this week aside from like iMovie?
Oh, geez, is this week still happening? Is it still this week? Well, I don't know if anybody checked out the Facebook group lately, but I just posted the game room has now turned into a recording studio, and I am actually going to get some more soundproofing and stuff, but
I saw it. It looks good.
yeah, it's you can see a little bit behind me if you're watching the video, but normally it would be like this. But I needed to clear this desk for some other non-gaming related activities. But gosh, Ed, what did I do this week? I don't even remember.
I saw there was some pod and play that was happening.
That was more for us, on me, on my part. So I'll talk about that.
Yeah, we had some internet issues earlier in the week, and then we had AT&T come out and get it. We have a new modem now, so our internet is great. So
Yes.
if you're watching the video versions of any of the future podcasts anywhere, you will not see a black bar across my face that says internet connection is terrible. You suck at life. But what have I been playing? Oh, I got the new 2DS, and I've been playing a lot of that, trying to see how I like it. And so I've been playing Mario and Luigi Dream Team and Fire Emblem Echoes. So let's see what else. Played a little bit more Horizon. I'm slowly but surely trying to finish that up. And Splatoon 2, which is still good. Team Mayo. Woo! Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been playing. Nothing really new.
Corey's on Team Mayo because he's a fan of white, creamy stuff.
That's right, I am. I like it in my mouth.
I thought that was my line. Never mind. Continue. Which
Sad
I
that
got.
Lisa wasn't
hold
here
on,
tonight.
hold on,
She was
hold on,
Team Mayo,
hold
and I
on.
was totally going to make that joke at her expense.
Hold on.
I'm allowed to have
One
white
second.
creamy stuff lathered on my meat while it's going into my mouth.
Hold on, one
Also.
second. One
Okay.
second. Why did I go to the grocery store and they have the fried Twinkies for sale?
Oh, in the freezer? Dude, that's
Yes.
been there forever now. That's been there for
I'm
like a
just
year.
now seeing it. That's always
Seriously?
been. Yeah.
We've had that at our Walmart for like a fucking year now.
No, I think we're just now getting it. I seen it, I'm like, what the world is this? Because it's all, every time people
Oh,
talk
they got the
about
chocolate ones too.
they didn't have the chocolate ones. Well, it's like every time they talk about it, it's a carnival, kind of food. Or a county kind of food. So it's not,
It's fair food, yeah.
yeah. So it's not sold in stores from a lot of conversations that I hear about it. But I was just like, what the world is this doing here?
Yeah, it was new like a year ago.
Yeah. So,
I do have a question for you guys though, and I talked to Ed a little bit about this, and I talked to Moose a little bit about this. I have a little bit of Amazon credit, and there's 3 ways I could go with this. Okay, A, I've been looking to replace my Vita for remote play purposes and sort of dabbling in other games. B, I have enough Amazon credit to finish one of my other collections of 3DS games or Wii U games. Or C, do I get some Switch games and another Pro controller?
Me personally, I would drop it on Switch games. I'm not even worried about a Pro. Honestly, I barely use my Pro controller. My Pro controller is probably the least used controller option for me for my Switch. I like my Joy-Cons better.
see,
And God knows that Splatoon Pro controller is ugly as shit.
Oh, I almost got it the other day, but by the time I added it to my cart and went to check out, it was sold out.
It looks ugly as fucking sin. That just looks like lazy design to me.
yeah, I said go with. The
I
DS.
still haven't been able to see the yellow Joy-Cons in person yet, which pisses me off.
Yeah,
I want
I've-
to get a pair, but I want to make sure it's like the right shade of yellow.
I don't know
My-
what store is carrying it.
My GameStop has a used pair.
Really?
Yeah. They've called me twice to see if I want them. I'm like, no. No. I want blue. Blue.
Yeah, I wonder why Nintendo's not sending out more colors.
Apparently, like, this is the only region where the colored ones are hard to find. Like, everybody else is, like, and the blue ones are the hardest ones to find. I looked on Amazon to see, like, if they were, like, a reasonable amount, like, if they were, like, within $15 more than they would be at retail, I would maybe purchase them. They're, like, $180 on Amazon.
Ooh, no.
I'm like, ew, you might as well just buy another Switch.
Yeah.
I bet you'll find it at the least liked places. Like, if there was a Kmart still around, you might find them there.
Oh, there's, like, 3 Kmarts around here. No? Okay.
We've got one here, and it's closing if it hasn't closed already. But which, speaking of disappearing stores, I discovered today, if you're on Twitter, first and foremost, you should follow us on Twitter at World11 Podcast. But additionally, there is a Twitter account for the last Blockbuster, and it's fucking hilarious.
I saw that.
Dude, this shit's like the best thing on Twitter since emo Kylo Ren. Fucking phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I saw it going around today. They're like, yes, we still exist. Stop tweeting at us or something. Stop sending us pictures of your abandoned Blockbusters.
That's like us sending you pictures of your dead grandparents.
Well, didn't Blockbuster go to a vending machine almost like Redbox?
Oh, they tried to, and it didn't pan out all so well.
There's still a couple around here, the Redbox Blockbuster ones. Not many, but there's one probably like a half hour from where I live by where I work now, but a different location, like 10 minutes from there. And then there's one like 45 minutes from here, but yeah, they're scarce. It's because Redbox is taking over. Redbox is like the physical Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just there. Speaking of Netflix, did you see that going around too, where they're like bleeding cash, apparently?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be manageable for them, honestly. I think they'll be fine.
But it was like in debt or something.
Yeah, $20 billion.
Yeah, that headline on that article is a little bit misleading.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah.
It's because it's how much they're spent. It's like it was that fine point where, like, you know, their influx of cash where people were buying in as opposed to what they were investing was like at that crossroads where, like, hey, we just gave out this much cash, but we're getting paid tomorrow type thing. Mm-hmm. So,
a lot of that is more in terms of a long-term investment because, you know, all they've got to do is produce the content once, and then they've got it on their platform forever. It's not anything that they have to worry about contract deals expiring and that content dropping off their platform. And then, two, they get the option then to additionally turn around and sell it on DVD and Blu-ray at some point and make additional off of it.
Because I think,
so like I said,
do they sell their stuff on Blu-ray?
House of
you
Cards.
can go out and pick up like House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. There's a bunch of them that are like Netflix originals that are on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah. But I think it's just those two. Because I haven't seen none of their like animated series on it.
I think Stranger Things might be out too now.
I think some of the kid anime stuff is coming. Like the kid cartoon stuff. Like I haven't seen them all, but I think they're coming.
It wouldn't surprise me. My guess is they're taking the numbers and figuring out which are the most viewed and going, these are the ones that we're going to put out on hard copy mediums. So, because, I mean, there's an overhead cost to that. That shit costs money to produce. So.
Well, yeah, but.
Nah, Kevin Spacey's doing it for free.
I mean, I understand that it's costing them money, but when you guys, many people are streaming and paying the bill and stuff, that should cover the cost for it. So it somewhat should balance out, unless not Hulu. Well, actually, yeah, unless Hulu was taking over, because there's like been no problems with Hulu streaming.
Well, and I mean, Hulu's around and Hulu's growing too, but you know, Hulu's lost a number of shows to various other channel-specific apps now, too. Like, Spike's pulled most of their stuff. The wife and I used to watch, like, Bar Rescue and a couple of other, Ink Master and whatnot, and we'd catch it on Hulu every week, except Spike pulled their shit from Hulu now and put it all direct through their own app. CW did the same as well, too, because they ran into an issue where most of the CW content wasn't doing much of anything for Hulu, save for the DC Comics stuff, like Arrow, Flash, Legends, and all that. And so the CW wanted a better deal, and Hulu said, you know what? For just these 3 things that are like the only things from your channel that are doing anything for us, it's not worth it to us. So CW said, fuck it, we're out.
Because a lot of people feel like, why should I even watch it on TV? I could just catch it on Hulu the next day. And because that's what happened even with their Beauty and the Beast. Everybody was watching it on Hulu. And even with the one show that was on NBC, Constantine. Everybody was watching Constantine on Hulu because they couldn't watch it on Friday night, because they put it at a prime time where nobody was really going to be watching TV or be at home. Like, you put Constantine on Channel 5 at like 9 p.m., but everybody's watching it on Hulu like Saturday morning. And everybody's talking about it. So it was like a lot of everybody just watching it like that next day. And maybe CW probably wasn't given the viewership.
Well, Constantine wasn't a CW one, though. That was on...
That was Channel 5. That was NBC.
Yeah, but it's technically still part of the Arrowverse, though, because he was on Arrow.
Yeah.
It is part of the Arrowverse, but it
Which
wasn't
would be great
CW
if they brought it back.
I want to say it was...
It was NBC.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was on NBC, but it was just that people was watching it the next day, so it might have took their viewership. And who knows what the licensing deal was with Hulu and them, because like even like the Daily Show is not even on it, and I was watching the Daily Show on Hulu because I was able to watch it in HD. But I think now they just like you said, Larry, they want to push it through their own channel or website. But it's weird because they put it on YouTube like the next day or YouTube at night, and it's just like, what the heck? You should have just kept it on Hulu. Why put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Which YouTube is trying to do the same thing for $35 a month. I'm like, what?
Well, YouTube's doing they're running their own now, like TV-esque subscription service as well, which had started up a month or 2 ago.
Nobody's going to buy that.
You'd be surprised.
That.
They might if they get their shit together right. They might.
I think people are really trying to find a different avenue for it.
At this point, I don't think it's going to cost YouTube much of anything to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all R&D costs for them at this point, right? It's like, hey, we can try this, and if it doesn't work, we can just abandon it because we're owned by Google, and, well, we have Google money. So.
Pretty much.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to probably argue that it goes against their policies about, violence and mature content and all of this and that. So it's going to be like, how come you guys can show it, but we as content creators, we can't do it, or we'll have our videos now hidden or like removed from YouTube. So that's why I think that a lot of people's not going. A lot probably. Hopefully, stories like that come up, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, wrangling it back to the topic at hand here. Quick question before I jump to you, Eddie. Corey, what do you think of the new 2DS XL?
I like it. Here's the thing. I don't know unless you're like really looking to keep playing your 3DS for a long time after you get a Switch, if you are planning on getting a Switch. Like, if you already have a new 3DS, or like a new 3DS XL, I should say, it's probably not worth the, upgrade, downgrade, however you want to see it. But if you are looking for a sleek little handheld device that plays an awesome library of games and something that has a battery life, like when did it come out, or when did I get that, Ed? Like
last Friday.
Yeah, I haven't charged it once yet, and it still has like 2 bars sitting here, and I've played it a crap ton. So like, it's got a killer battery life, and it feels really good to play. It's got a really clean looking screen, and it's probably the best DS/3DS family of systems they've ever produced. Like, it's just a sleek little design. It just looks awesome. So like, and it matches my Switch too, if I ever get those blue Joy-Con. So, I like it. I think it's cool. I traded in my new 3DS XL for it. So, because like, I didn't need a 3D. I had a red one and I wanted a black system, and I don't know. I had a little bit of extra whatever to get rid of, and so I like it though. If you have a regular 3DS or a regular 3DS XL and you're looking to upgrade, like, I would do it. I would totally do it. It's awesome. Plus my system transfer went really smoothly, like way better than I really expected it to.
Yeah, I've done a system transfer from one 3DS to another, and it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, what I did was I didn't want to lose my 32 gig memory card. So what I did was, like, I loaded it up from my 3DS XL, took it out, put my 4 gig in, but it still had like everything tied to the system. And then I didn't put my 32 gig into my 2DS. And so what I did was I did a system transfer then, because there's only like 3 things on it. And as soon as I popped the memory card into my new 2DS, it was reading it like it was my 3DS, and all my games were already there. Mm-hmm. So it was really simple. It was awesome. So
yeah, it's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. So, Eddie, the hell have you been playing this week, since you haven't been playing Switch yet?
Yeah, Ed. Where's that Switch, Ed?
It's still in the works. I actually just paid like $100 Friday. So, getting the cost of it down.
So what the fuck do you have left on it, then?
I have like $268 left on it. Because I got the protection plan for it for 2 years. So, that added more money to it. So, it made my system close to like $400.
Jesus H.
Yeah. Because if anything happens, I'm protected. Trust me. I've dealt with Nintendo with my Wii, which really wasn't the problem. They were super good, super quick fixing my Wii. I'm like, it's the first Nintendo product that they ever had to fix. They gave it right back, and they're like, here you go. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, they were always really good to me about my original DSs when I had some dead pixel and the cracked hinge issue on my DS Lite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nintendo's good with their customer service of fixing systems. So, but I just threw it on for like the extra protection. So I'll kind of be covered like for 2 years and 3 months for it. But I've been playing Uncharted 4. You guys will be able to check that out at our latest Let's Pod and Play. Played with Ray Osorio from Nerd Overdrive, and one of his friends, Dustin, Hell Driver 90, he popped in on the chat, and we just ended up talking about Uncharted and had a big discussion about just Naughty Dog in general. Really good discussion, so hopefully you guys will be able to check that out coming soon. I brought Metal Slug Anthology off of the PS4 sale that was going on, and I think I brought one, or Ys Origins I also brought, but I haven't started those 2 yet. I just can't wait. I really can't wait to play them though. Darksiders 2 for PlayStation 4. I've been playing. I'm at the point where I like kind of started on Wii U, but now I got it just because I want to finish that game before Darksiders 3 come out. I want to get further in that game. Started up Gears of War 4, but I'm playing hardcore mode, so I'm playing a harder difficulty and seeing how that goes. Then more Dragon Quest 8. Think I'm halfway done with that game, but still trying to go through. And I was charging my my Wii U tablet so I could start Tokyo Mirage Session. Play a little more of that, and Paper Mario. I want to jump into also. But the other games, that's all I've been playing for right now.
Right on. I got to play a little bit of stuff this week. I got to play a little bit of Splatoon 2 with Tony. Shout out to homeboy Tony. Also tried to play some Splatoon 2 with Lisa as well, but the online system is still
atrocious.
Fucking, yeah. I was just going to say it was a fucking dumpster fire, but you know. Managed to at least get connected with Tony, and we got a couple rounds in. For the life of us, though, we couldn't get all three of us together in a fucking room. It was a huge thorn in the side.
Because you guys were two different teams.
Well, we even went into playing like the non-Splatfest stuff, just the private battle thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the teams wasn't an issue. But at that point, you know, one of the other problems is when you're using the app on your phone to try and invite somebody in, but, you know, we were texting back and forth in the Facebook group chat, and anytime you'd go into the Facebook group chat to type in a message, it was kicking you out of your fucking room on the app. So you couldn't hold both open. Like my phone, I can usually split screen apps and have two running on my screen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that with this. Like, really? We can do this with, like, everything else? There is no fucking need for this. Now, that being said, I still firmly believe that the whole, like, wire headset mess thing is not actually that big of a fucking deal. Because, frankly, all you gotta do is just Bluetooth headset, you know, or earpiece right into the ear for your voice chat, and just play the TV, just play the system sound off the fucking TV. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, everyone made a big ruckus about that headset from Hori. I'm just like, you guys are way overcomplicating shit.
Playing it on the dock or anything, or?
I was playing it docked, but I mean, like I'm just talking about that Hori headset that has a little squid mixer piece, and it looks like a mess of wires. It probably is a mess of wires. I think it was a lot of needless ruckus because people need or want a reason to bitch about something.
Can't you chat Bluetooth? I know you mentioned Bluetooth, but just to get an idea, are you Bluetoothing it to your phone?
To your phone, yeah.
And so you can still
the voice chat runs through the app on your phone.
So you could Bluetooth it. You don't need the wire.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. The point of that Hori headset is that there's a wire coming from the Switch and a wire coming from your phone into a mixer and out of the mixer into a single wire into the headset so that you get the game audio and the voice audio all in one in the headset.
Okay.
But I'm just like, this is stupid to me, you know. I'm still old school of the days of like the original Xbox where there was no game audio on your headset. You put your headset on so that you could hear the people, you know, shit talking in your ear, and you listen to the game audio off your fucking TV.
Right. And if you want the music in the ear, you just went to the settings for voice chat and was just like raise it up or take it down if you wanted to.
Well, but with this you can't do that because, like I said, the voice chat's not coming from the system. But anyways, that's besides the point. So, Splatoon 2, fun, online system, fuck you. What else? Got the lady friend to start playing some Metroid Prime this week while I was laid up in bed. I didn't have any compulsion to do anything. So, I basically managed to put the disc into the GameCube and then fall into bed, and I went, here. Your turn. I just pushed the controller at her until she started playing. We did that for a few hours. What else? I scored a fucking sweet addition to my GameCube library. I've missed it dearly. I'm sad that I ever fucking got rid of it. Thank Christ I still have my save file. Because I've got like almost 1,400 hours clocked on this thing over the span of like 3 months when I was hardcore into it years ago. I scored a beautiful, complete in-box, gorgeous condition of Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 for my GameCube. And it makes me so happy.
Is the server still working?
Official servers? No. Unofficial servers? Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a site that runs unofficial servers, and actually, they did a better job with it than Sega ever did. Because there's a bunch of stuff that was supposed to be like seasonal and holiday stuff.
Yeah.
That all the software, all the coding for it was there. They just had to turn on like the drop rates and stuff for those seasonal items. And Sega never did it. These guys running the unofficial servers fucking keep up with that shit. So like the Easter items actually drop at Easter time versus never dropping ever. And the Christmas items actually drop at Christmas time. You know, they've got like some of the extra online only missions that were, you know, they did a beautiful job with it.
Is it still free or is it free?
Well, the unofficial ones are, yes.
Okay.
So, you know, they can't charge for it. There's no feasible way to. So, you just have to have the see, this is the kicker, this is the trick. You've got to have the information that came in the little sticker inside the case that had the online routing codes. And so, because one of those you need, the other one you have to go into the system settings and change and redirect it to go to the unofficial server rather than to the default Sega stuff that no longer exists.
Wow.
But it's still there. I mean, it functions. Dude, you get a broadband adapter for this thing and hardwire it into your router and play. It's awesome. That being said, online or not, you still got 4-player split screen offline.
Yeah.
So, either way, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 on the GameCube for the motherfucking win. So,
you could use the Ethernet cord, right, for it?
with the broadband adapter, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There was an actual dial-up modem adapter for the GameCube too, which was even harder to find.
Yee. That's
Yeah,
way old school.
you thought the broadband adapters were scarce. Holy shit, dude. The dial-up ones? Woo! Good luck.
Yeah.
But they exist.
I wonder
They
if
do exist.
I wonder if
I
they
even
were
used to have the keyboard adapter for my GameCube for playing that shit online.
I wonder if it was very limited when it first came out.
It might be. I mean, Blueburst, or not Blueburst, but 1 and 2 Plus came out afterwards and was actually even less expensive, brand new out of the gate. But honestly, if you had access to online, PSO 1 and 2, the non-Plus version was the better way to go. Because the non-Plus version, Plus had a couple of extra missions, but if you could get online, you could access those missions online anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. And then on top of that, the non-Plus version, the original, had higher XP rates than Plus did. You could level up faster with the original.
Huh.
They nerfed that slightly in Plus. But yeah, dude, the artwork is like immaculate. The instruction book is there. It's still got the little hunter's license sticker on the inside of the case. It's beautiful. It made me smile.
Yeah, I know me and you used to always wonder if they were revive it and bring it to Switch and like charge $15 a month. Or
dude, they could have brought that shit to 3DS or to the DS, to the 3DS. Either of those could have handled some sort of rendition of it, and I would have had a great time with it.
No, I think Sega,
especially on the DSs, because you could have used that touchscreen for extra fucking hotkeys.
Yeah, but I think that's a lot of data going in and forth, and I don't know if 3DS or the DS systems would be able to handle it.
I don't know. Either way, motherfuckers, bring it back.
Huh?
Bring me more PSO. Not Phantasy Star Universe either. fucking Phantasy Star Online. There's a goddamn difference.
I thought
Universe
Universe was just like it was the same thing as online, but it was
Yeah. Universe sucked by comparison. I didn't like it at all.
that was at their was it card like the card one card battle?
Yeah,
one?
Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 was a card battle game.
Okay.
So it was actually part of Phantasy Star Online. It was just technically Episode 3, but yeah, it was like a tactical card game. It was unique. It wasn't inherently bad. It was just nothing like 1 and 2.
Okay.
In Sega, you could finally get with the North American version of Blueburst finally, too, you fuckers.
I doubt that. Sega's too busy trying to
Bunch
sell.
of cocksuckers.
Sega's too busy trying to sell their 16-bit and maybe some of their arcade games so they can stay profitable.
Well,
We were
I mean, they've
promised
got
Blue
Atlas,
Burst.
though. I mean,
Dicks.
Atlas is keeping Sega somewhere,
Afloat.
too, so.
Anyways, so yeah, there was that. What the hell else? I finally got to play some Master Trials.
It's rough.
It is. Holy
Okay.
shit, it is.
That is real rough. It is not fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not like...
It's brutal. You've got to take it very slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
If you
Yeah.
have the patience, you can handle it.
Oh, yeah, it's just like, once you hit that, if you know you're like 3 rooms from a checkpoint and you're like trying to rush through it and then you catch yourself rushing and then they catch you rushing, they'll just screw you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh no. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Master Trials. Zelda. Best game this year.
So I did a little of that. So a little bit of news to hit on here. For anybody that was with us around E3 time, you'll recall that I am super fucking thrilled with Microsoft right now because Ori 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is coming, and I'm so fucking jazzed that that game is going to exist, plain and simple. Ori 2 just got even more fucking exciting today because friend of the show, an amazingly talented man, Milton Dr. M64, the driving force behind last year's Golden Warp Pipe winner, AM2R, has just started employment with Moon Studios to work on level design for Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So, while Nintendo may have snubbed them, Microsoft saw it and went, we need that dude, because he fucking gets it.
Well, actually, I want to say Nintendo snubbed him. He knew the risk. But I think Moon Studio
Yeah, but
paid
Nintendo would have been smart to snap him up, though, and put him to use.
That's debatable. I think Moon Studio looked at his work and got in contact with them and offered him the job. I don't think Microsoft had anything to do with it. I think Moon Studio had more. But then now that kind of
If
tells
I'm not
me,
mistaken, Moon is owned by Microsoft.
not that I know of. I think Moon Studios is still independent.
I think so, because last I heard from them, because we've been trying to reach out to them and see what we can do to get them on the show, but their PR stuff has to all go through Microsoft, so I'm thinking that they are second-party studio.
I'll have to do some research on that. But I think
Not a big deal. That's neither here nor there, but
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if... because Ori's being published by Microsoft, right? So, like, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Sorry, my head was thinking.
because isn't Ori also on Steam?
yeah, but it's still put out by Microsoft.
Yeah, but see, if Microsoft was owned by it, they wouldn't put it on Steam. It would be.
Yeah, they
on
would.
Steam. Mm-hmm.
They'd put it on Windows 10 first, and then eventually it would drop on Steam.
Right, but get like Gears 4 is not on Steam, or some of their other like Cuphead is not going to Steam. Cuphead is going to be on Windows 10 and Xbox One.
And that may be selective too. It might be a case of that.
Ori
2 doesn't hit
the first
Steam.
game. The first game came out before their Play Anywhere initiative, right? So that would make sense if it was on Steam.
So it may have just been a timing thing. But in any case, big ups to Milton. Glad to see you get the recognition
Yay!
you absolutely deserved. Other than that, other tidbits of news that came around this week, I was super excited to see the update for my copy of Cave Story Plus, because I can now switch between the Cave Story Plus graphics and original Cave Story graphics, and it makes me so happy because they're both amazing.
The 8-bit one. I thought that one had the 8-bit also. I didn't know.
It didn't have it on there, but it was coming. It was just a little late to the party. So, also, a couple of others. Finally, we're seeing the first couple of games on sale on the eShop on the Switch. Both I Am Setsuna and Tumbleseed, both getting discounted this past week on Switch eShop. And Tumbleseed picking up a significant update, adding a multiplayer mode finally.
Yeah, I think Tumbleseed is like 50% off on the eShop, and they were just like almost the patch or the update.
It's from 15 down to 10, so I think like 33.
33?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the
It's still worth picking up. Tumbleseed was awesome.
Yeah, they were just like, it feels like with this update, it's almost like a brand new game. Like there was just there's like a whole bunch of extra content released. So
yeah, Tumbleseed was already awesome, and then they made it cheaper, and then they added more stuff. Yeah, go buy Tumbleseed right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was probably most of the news that caught my attention this week. But that's just because those were the things I was looking at personally. Additionally, I'm super pumped because holy shit, guys, we are only like a month away from new Metroid. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yes,
Yay!
The fall games are about to be starting, I think, this week or actually next week. There's about to be just a cavalcade of like Switch and 3DS games just coming upon all of us.
I'll play other stuff, but man, any game that comes out after the 15th next month just doesn't fucking matter.
I think September alone is probably going to be $250+ worth of purchases that gamers are going to be making. You know, you got Destiny 2, you got Pokemon, you got like you got Poke Tournament, you got Gold and Silver, you got Metroid, Samus Returns, you got the amiibo that goes to the Metroid. Like that's a lot of money, like across all fronts. And if you're like a gamer like me and Corey that own all three systems, like there's going to be games for almost every system that's going to be a must buy. And definitely for you, Larry, like me and you probably going to be buying Cuphead when that come out. Probably you too, Corey, will be buying Cuphead. Like that's a must have for Xbox owners.
Been waiting on Cuphead for far too long.
Yes. So, and then like this month alone, we got the Uncharted Lost Legacy coming for PlayStation. Like there's a lot of stuff coming. And then Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yeah, that's another one that's out this month too. Jesus.
Yep, and then just like, I don't know, Axiom Verge across platforms is coming out, I believe, this month. Yeah.
I heard that got pushed to October.
Oh, they did. See, this is a question about it. And I think I asked you, Corey, also. There's a limited edition that's also coming out, right?
That's the Multiverse edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought that one was coming out in October, and the original ones were coming out this month. Or did they push it all together to October?
Well, when I went to GameStop the other day to pay off some stuff. They said that Axiom Verge, both versions were coming out in October.
Okay.
For Switch. So, I didn't ask about the other versions, but the Switch version's coming in October. Both of them. So, the Multiverse edition comes with a soundtrack and a documentary and some other stuff. So,
now the Vita and the Wii U edition might be still making it out this month, because those were already in the works.
Right. Again, wow, that was bad. Sorry. Again, I only asked about the Switch version, so I guess we could look it up. If only there was a way that we were connected to this a worldwide web of sorts.
If only we had access to information at our fucking fingertips.
But we actually don't. We're doing this on an Apple computer from like the 80s.
Ouch.
Are you kidding? That shit's way, way beyond our technology. Corey and I are just over here with like tin cans and a fucking string.
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Oh man. We're actually writing this episode a week before and snail mailing it to a person who does really good impressions, and they're just reading each of our letters.
Wow.
Yep. Right.
Oh man.
Tell this shit.
Well, for those who are Dragon Quest fans, everybody know that Dragon Quest 11 has came out for PS4 and 3DS. Well, it seems that the first 3 Dragon Quest games are also coming out for PS4 and 3DS. They're coming out right now for Japan, and people are hoping for it to come out in the West later on. Since we're getting both games next year, since it's in the localization process, if things work out, it's probably going to hit 4 million altogether for sales for Dragon Quest 11. Because
it's looking good for them.
Yeah, because right now
they always do that.
Yeah, but it's like 2 million for Japan. Like the 3DS got like 1 million, and Japan and PS4 got like 900, like 990 something. I'm like, dang, that's a lot.
Dang.
It is because it's weird because when the Dragon Quest games come out in Japan, I think they made it a law that when that game comes out, it has to be at a certain day on a certain time. They can't release it earlier. And I wonder why something like that hasn't hit America. Like, if a game had a law that if it comes out, it has to be on this day at this time.
It's because here in the States, it doesn't impact our workforce the way it does there.
Okay, yeah.
There was an actual legitimate problem with it.
Yeah.
That's why that shit happened. So, but I think that's all I got this week. I know it's a little on the short side, but it feels succinct. It felt like we covered the bases fairly well. I know Corey is bordering on death.
Am I?
Literally, as soon as we stop the recording, his face is just going to plant on the fucking desk in front of him.
No, because we're going to record Arsenal X after this.
Arsenal X.
All right, so everyone tune into Arsenal X so you can see Corey die on screen.
Well, luckily we have a guest, so Ed has someone to talk to.
Yes.
So.
And
Ed and the guest can carry the conversation, but you can still see that screen off.
Pretty much.
Corey just falls over dead.
Pretty much that's going to happen. Corey knows that if I need the host, if I need to talk more, I'm gonna do it. I'm a podcaster.
I put my faith in Ed. I'm the. Yeah, I don't even know what to call myself.
You're the engineer.
Now. Sure.
You're the tech and sound engineer.
Oh man, this has just been the longest.
Did you read that Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out for PS4 and Switch?
I did. I saw that. And,
yes.
There's something else coming out for Switch too. Oh, someone in my Facebook feed posted that on Amazon, the Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 pre-orders are up on Amazon. So if you, you can go get them if you want.
Bunch of stuff coming for the Switch, kids.
I know, I'm so excited right now. I'm really excited. I am just ready to play more Switch games, and so yeah. And I'm trying to figure out like which 3DS games to get that I haven't played, because I was very selective with my 3DS games library, because like I didn't really play it very much because I was always able to play my consoles, but now that my life and living situation has changed, like handheld gaming has become more of a thing. So,
Download
which is what
Night Sky.
Wait, hold on. Is that weird witch game on Switch where they're riding the bicycles?
No.
Remember that game, Ed, that we talked about like
Room.
that third week that
like
the Switch was
Room
out?
in the Night Sky or shit.
That
That thing was like, who fucking approved that? How?
I guess someone who used to work at Steam Greenlight.
God. No. Night Sky, though, was, oh shit, who did that? He did something else that I really liked, and I can't remember who it was now for the life of me. But it was really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's a nifty little kind of sort of physics puzzle game. It's very mild and relaxing, though. I can't recommend it enough. You'll have to kind of trudge through the eShop to find it at this point, because it's been out for a number of years. But it's not terribly expensive. Also, even if you have it elsewhere, SteamWorld Dig is perfect on 3DS. Like, that is one of those games that when I don't know what else I want to play and I have my 3DS handy, that's a go-to for me. I will replay that shit over and over and over.
And I double dip for that game because I have it on 3DS and a Wii U.
I've like doubled or triple dipped at this point. I've lost track.
I didn't play the sequel to it.
When I dip, you dip, we dip. That's a song, right?
Oh my
Fun dip.
goodness. I can't believe you talked about the dip. Let me clutch my pearls.
Or we're going to talk about the dip, we'll talk about the dab.
You can tune everybody to World 101. Oh my goodness.
That's how you do it, right? You gotta like hit yourself in the face when you do it.
Basically. It's like you're sneezing into your elbow pit there.
It's like if you're trying to be a Power Ranger, but you're
It's
on
a-
the left.
It's a Nazi sneeze. Hi.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Everybody, you can listen more of World 101
Here,
podcast
Corey,
at show.
favorite Nazi joke for you, Corey. What's the difference between a Hitler and a gay guy?
I don't know.
About 45 degrees.
Corey, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Oh my gosh. You can find me at Corey Hudson and HD on Twitter, Corey and HD on Instagram, and Corey and HD on Twitch. You can find me on NGR Radio, Arsenal X, and Nintendo Pow Block Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then this show, yeah. And on NGRradio.com and on our YouTube page and the Facebook group. So, yeah. That's where you can find me. Hanging out.
Larry, go
Talking
ahead and
about stuff.
plug.
All right, abbreviated version, shoutengine.com, iTunes, Google Play Music, on YouTube. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, all part of NGR Radio channel. Also hit up NGRradio.com. Check out the Facebook page, like the Facebook page for NGR, like the Facebook page for World 101 Podcast. Yeah, we'll call that abbreviated version. Did I hit it? Oh, yeah. Twitter, Twitch, email.
And world101 at gmail.com. So,
Yeah, that thing.
You guys can find me on Twitter at that retro code. You can hear my podcast Optional Opinion on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps. You can also check out Nintendo Pod Block. Hey, that's Pod and Play. Arsenal X and other podcasts on NGR Radio, like John's Brew Crew. You guys can check that out also. You can find me also on Twitch at The Lyrical One for our Let's Learn series. You can check out my writing series, The Moment, on SkirmishFrost.com. And also, I was on not Nintendo Goes Platinum, Nerds Gone Platinum episode, so do check that out with Moose and Jason that I was on. Also, if you guys, Tuesday, when you check NGR Radio, by the time you hear this, I will have my review of Bad Game Day blog up, so you guys will be able to check out what game I reviewed and how bad it is. So with that, everybody,
trust me, it's that bad.
It's very bad, and I will make sure that the English and the grammar is together, because I would get every white person that comes across besides Corey that reads my grammar and reads my stuff, I get yelled at. So I'm going to try to do better. Okay.
You should be yelled at.
I mean, I could yell at you if you want. I don't want to be discouraging, because I'm not going to lie. This last weekend was pretty discouraging for me, but that's okay. We had that discussion on NGR, so yeah.
So thank you, everybody, and we will tune in. We will see you guys next time on World War.
We're going to tune in and drop out, man.
Oh, goodness. That sounds like some Scooby-Doo stuff. Shaggy.
Scooby-Doo.
No, we just took it back a few decades.
Take it back. All right, with that, everybody, we are out. Bye.
Peace.